It's Delulu time. So there's this very popular game, or it was popular 2 months ago, called Arcane Library, where you sort books and basically are tidying up a library. But the main problem I have is it is only for Windows and a Mac. So I watched other people play this amazing game that I really wanted to play so badly, which ended up sparking an idea. I could totally remake a white box version. Whoa, setup time. So using my favorite engine, Godot, this project will be created in 4.5 and later updated to 4.7. There's just a few basic boring things that I need to do for the setup, which is the window size, the folders, stretch mode, and creating the main scene so then we can play. With the setup done, I need to now make the basic room, which contains 4 walls and a floor. Potentially a roof. I do add a roof. Now, I gotta be totally honest, I have no clue what to do in 3D. This is the first time I'm doing anything with 3D. So it will be a lot of trial and error to see if things work, to see how to do things. Asset time. For the bookcases, I'll be using Kenny's Furniture Pack, which is free and has a few different bookcases, has wide and regular, and it is perfect for the white boxing stage. Now putting the assets into the game will be done with a few simple snaps. So sorry, ended up going down a rabbit hole for a few hours, learning about 3D games in Godot and how they are made, especially first person, as this is a first person game. And I had found quite a few very helpful tutorials. I ended up following Ariel's, hopefully that's how you pronounce it, first person controller video to get the player movement working so you can use WAS to walk around. Fancy book time! The book shape is just a rectangle upright. So to do the random spawning, I need to count the number of bookcases. And because I'm lazy, I've written a script that counts the wide and regular bookcases. This gives me the correct number of bookcases, 52, and the count for each type. This means there's now some math to do. A wide bookcase can hold 10 books. A regular bookcase can hold 5. Each case has 3 shelves. Multiplying all that together gives me 1080 books. Bam! So now you can see the books on the floor. They can either be stacked in piles or just randomly spread on the floor. Now for the colour count. Yay! More math. Who knew doing dev work involved so much math? Basically, 52 bookcases multiplied by 3 equals 156 colours, which is easily done by a random colour generator counting the use of one colour, so red equals 10. A core mechanic is picking up the book. So when a player looks at the book, they must pick it up. This is done by using a camera that has a ray coming out of it, looking at the object. Putting a pause in interaction, HUD. This is the heads-up display, which is a transparent layer that shows the player information. This includes players' health, ammo, mini-maps, quest lines, and anything else they might see. For this game, the player must see the books that are being picked up, the count of books that are correctly put away, the correct number of completed shelves, as well as the crosshair so they know what they're picking up. Drop in, fairly simple. You pick up a book you didn't want to, so you press Q and it drops. Ooh, spooky. Putting the books away and displaying them is the last cool mechanic. So what needs to happen is when the player looks at a shelf, the crosshair needs to either turn red or green based on the book they're holding. If it's green, it means they've correctly placed the book. If it's red, they have incorrectly placed the book. And the book should also pop out of their hand, but they can only place a book if they've got a book in their hand. For the display, when the player places the book on the shelf, it should show up on the shelf if it's correctly placed. So, to do that, you take the colour of the book that the player is holding. You make sure the shelf is either a regular or a wide. If it's a regular, it has a spacing of, I think, 1.5, and for the wide, it has a spacing of 2 or something like that. So then, that way, they can hold the correct number of books. After all that, all the math, I have got a playable white box game that I'm happy with. I enjoyed creating the white box. I had learnt so much about 3D mechanics, HUDs, first person. There were so many challenges with the bookshelves that I just ended up removing quite a few than I had originally planned to have. That's all for now. I will be back working on Focus Buddy next time. I just enjoyed this so much that I put that on hold until I finish this project, and mainly because there was assets to make. Anyway, I just want to say sorry if you can hear any background or static noise, as it's been very windy lately. Also want to apologise about the last few sections being quite plain in comparison to the rest, as I really didn't know what to show or what else to show. Anyway, thanks for all the support. Have a lunch.